Hello and welcome to a FIFA 18 wishlist video here on DexterityBox. This is a video which blends what we already know about FIFA 18, which isn't much, with my hopes and what you guys want to see within the next installment of FIFA. On the day of this recording, EA have just released a teaser trailer, showing Ronaldo to be the big star of the game this year, and also more interestingly, revealing a partnership with PlayStation, to which I am very happy about, as this pretty much means that Legends are coming to PS4 Ultimate Team, and actually, just before I sat down to record this, it's been confirmed, so I can't wait for that. Not like I ever play Ultimate Team enough to actually pack one though. Legends have also been renamed from Legends to Icons, so there's a bit of factual information for you. This video is going to be all about the manager career within FIFA 18 though. Maybe in future I'll do one about player career, but it might be cutting it a bit close with that one. So now into the speculation, the hopes, the dreams that this will actually be a FIFA with good additions and not just a reskin with updated squads. I'm going to start this video with a couple of my hopes and suggestions, and then move right into what you guys have all been saying to me. Some of you actually suggested what I was already thinking, so I've put your comments in the relative sections, kind of a way of supporting my own ideas. First off, if you watch my content on a regular basis, you'll know this one. It's championship stadiums, and now my team royally bombed in the playoffs, I want them even more. It's something that I thought we'd get the following year from getting premiership stadiums, but that was a while ago now, and still nothing. Come on EA, don't be another one of those guys who doesn't understand the importance of English football outside the Prem. The championship is great, and that's good, because I've got at least another bloody year of watching Wednesday in it. Next up for me is additional training slots / a full youth programme. What really aggravates me is I don't use the youth system even as much as I used to. And that's disappointing, given that we now have player training slots. Am I really going to put a 49 rated striker in one of my slots if I need it for Rashford, whose potential is ridiculous? No, of course I'm not. So this is why it would be nice to see a separate training area with additional slots for youth players. Or even make the academy a proper thing, a bit like Football Manager. Have more of a say on what goes on with your youth. And maybe even get to control them in under 21 matches. Okay, now we're going into the things that I hadn't thought of, and first off is a comment from Dylan O'Connell, who says, I would like to see more in-depth contracts on career mode, like clauses in contracts. Now this to me is a great idea. The contract system is so underused within FIFA currently. We only have options to give more money for scoring goals, and a relative suggestion as to how often the player will play football. Why not have promotion bonuses, loyalty bonuses, release clauses upon relegation even? It would make the game that much more true to real life football. Also, it could be interesting to see options in which you promise a player a certain number of matches within that season or the next. Like must-play clauses that a lot of loans have, because that would be easier to keep track of too, and it would motivate you to actually use your squad rather than keeping it full of expensive quality. It could also really work within player career. Really annoys me that you don't get offered a pay rise when you're in a club unless you transfer. Yeah, alright, I'll stick on this $3 a week when I'm scoring 40 in a season and we've won the league 4 times. This next comment is a reflection on just how much FIFA cuts good content from their older titles sometimes. So WAF5 says, sponsors so you can get money from playing games. Now I might be getting the exact FIFA wrong here, but I remember the days around FIFA, I'll say 9, 10, where sponsors were actually a thing. You'd pick a sponsor at the start of the season and you'd get a great amount of money per match from them depending on who you'd picked. Different sponsors went to different teams and you got better offers as your team progressed. If you were a bigger club you would get better sponsorship offers, and that's kind of realistic. I understand that maybe this just got tied in with the money the board gives you now, but I'd love to see player controlled sponsors come back. However, what used to really annoy me about this is that the sponsor would never change on the shirt. And I can imagine if sponsors ever came back, it would be the same story, for legal reasons. The final comment for this video is from Cookie Crisp, who says, I want to see the ability to train players to play in other positions, and for it to tell you the player rating when you move them around the team sheet. Really, you guys are vibing off the FIFA 10 nostalgia right now. This was very nearly a thing back then, at least in the respect that a player's rating would change depending on what position you played him in the squad. I would like to see this becoming a feature though. You can switch a player's position to an extent in Ultimate Team, so as a manager, you should be able to mold players however you want. Obviously, you could have a morale problem if the player didn't want to play in that position, which actually I think would be a great way for EA to implement it. But especially with your youth players, you should be able to grow some truly versatile players and train them however you want. I'd love to see this in FIFA 18. So that's about it for this FIFA 18 career mode wishlist. Depending on the information we get at E3, I might do another one of these in the near future, but I'll be definitely analysing what we find out in the coming months about career mode. Is there anything you desperately want to see in FIFA 18? Do you agree with my and the commenters' suggestions featured within this video? Be sure to let me know in the comments. But for now guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all those things, and keep watching right here on DexterityBox.